What is up, Wastelanders? JJ here with a very special episode of Fallout Friday. See, we're going to watch the trailer. I'm going to watch it once and shut my mouth, and then the second time I'm going to pause it and I'm kind of comment on things. And I know the trailer's been out for a couple days now, and I watched it the morning it came out. I woke up, first thing I did, I woke up in the morning, my eyes, I was still tired. I didn't even wipe my eyes. So with tired eyes, I was watching the trailer for the first time, and I would say I was 50-50. Like, parts of it, I was like, what, you know, I didn't really know what I was looking at, and part of it was like, oh yeah, this is Fallout, you know what I mean? So 50% I was impressed, 50% I was just kind of like question mark, you know what I mean? So I'm going to watch it with fresh eyes. I'm going to shut my mouth, and we're going to get to that right now.
But the cry,
with the world poised on the brink of war, Vault-Tec is reporting a record number.
But
Folks, it seems we've got some breaking news. Stand by.
it's all over. No, I'm trying to forget about how much I care for you.
We seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations. Stand by. We do have coming in confirmed reports of nuclear detonation.
My God. Our soldiers were right.
War never changes. Okay. Nice. Oh yeah. Good old boss.
Let's go, pal.
Nice. All right. All right, watching it the second time, I'd definitely say I was able to more extrapolate it better. Fallout4.com. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to go back to the beginning and go through this quickly enough. It's only 3 minutes, but a couple things that I noticed. So please stand by. The old vault signal. Of course, the beautiful classic music.
it's all over.
All right.
But the cry.
Now, right here, of course, the aesthetic, the old TVs, just like in the other game, in Fallout 3 and the other more recent games, even this down to this like star clock. I've seen that in the other games. Probably the car, and I'm looking. Obviously, we're looking at the. This is post-apocalypse right here. Old 50s living room. We went back in time here, and we can see that most of the aesthetics are pretty close to the whole, you know, so they're really staying true to the whole feel.
Vault-Tec is reporting a record number.
Vault-Tec on the radio. So, first thing when I see a dog.
Folks, it seems...
Okay, I'm just gonna go back there for a second.
it seems...
The first thing I think when I see a dog, I think Call of Duty, of course, because like, and all these other freaking games that are always like, you know, bragging about their dog physics. You know, even Grand Theft Auto is guilty of that. But number one, I think of, everybody else thinks about Call of Duty and all this bullshit. I think, hey, that automatically probably means companions, right? So I see a dog walking around. Obviously, you're not going to play a dog in Fallout, right? So companions are coming back.
Folks, it seems...
Right here we got the what we call that, Mr. Handy or RL-30, pretty much one of those old robots. They're, you know, some of them are weaponized and like kind of more military, or some of them are kind of like your kind of do the housekeeping for you. So we got a little flashback. I think it has, what does it have in it? It's like sugar bombs. I can't see what's in its hand, but it's the same stuff from the other games.
We've got some breaking news. Stand by.
So we're going back and forth through time. Looks like the old family used to have a dog too. Alright, so this is obviously, you know, a cinematic, right? So I was confused when I first saw this. I was like, is this supposed to be gameplay? Is it cinematic? Obviously it's cinematic. So I was like, I gotta see what the gameplay looks like. And an interesting thing happened when I saw the gameplay. We'll get to that though. Alright, back in time, back through time. Remnants of an old crib. It's like it's a tomb. This is literally, it's been hundreds of years. So this is like a tomb here.
We do have coming in confirmed reports of nuclear detonation.
Dog physics. Alright. Now, as we can see, everybody is in a panic. We're back in time in around the 50s. Or, no, sorry, not the 50s. It's like 2000 something or whatever in the Fallout universe. But it's like our 50s. Everything's all like old school. And everybody's, looks like they're panicking and then they're in a rush somewhere.
Our soldiers will raid. War.
And if you don't know who that voice is about to say the famous line, it's Ron Perlman. It is Hellboy. And he's about to say the famous line right here. I'll just a little smidge it here. War never changes. And we'll go right back for a second. And as you can see, it's the old famous billboard with the Vault Boy, the Pip Boy, or the Vault Boy, whatever. And everybody's lining up to go into their vaults to safety. And it looks like that's where these people are headed. And as we can see, we have some power armor here, and they're kind of like overwatching everything that's going on. And yeah, this is people are panicking. I think the bombs are about to go off, and they're lining up just like in the picture. Sign up for a vault today.
War never changes.
And war never changes. Ah, Vault 111. Okay, and the other game's Vault 101, of course. This automatically means that we're going to probably start in a vault, right? And I'm going to tell you one thing about the Fallout games here. Fallout 1, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, not Tactics, so it doesn't count. And I guess this one, you start out in a vault. And it's part of the main reason I think people get so immersed in these games is because you're literally... You have that feeling, I've been in this vault for 17 years and I've never even seen the outside world. And then you go through all this bullshit. You literally like get born into the vault. You know, you're a teenager. You go through your first birthday party, all that crap, etc., etc. And then there's conflict and your chance to finally see the outside world. And when I first started playing Fallout the first time, I didn't even know if I was liking it or not until I left Vault 101, and that first scene when you hear the music and your vision blurs and you see the outside world. I was like, whoa. When I saw how big the world was, I was like, this is something else here. And this is what I'm very excited. This is the first thing that I crave when I play a Fallout game, is leaving your vault. Now what happened is, what I'm getting to is Fallout New Vegas, which was a great game, had so much cool stuff going on in that game. I played so much of it. But for some reason, I always go back to Fallout 3. There's just a grimy feeling that I didn't get back. And I think it's because in New Vegas, you don't start off in a vault. You're a courier. You get, it's a similar kind of thing. You get shot. You're buried alive. and you get dug up by a robot, and then all of a sudden, the only experience you get like the other games is when you walk out of like the doctor, the guy that pieced you back together, and you walk out of his clinic and you see the desert. But I digress. That's one of the reasons I think that maybe I didn't get as immersed into New Vegas as the other Fallout games. Hopefully, this one will not be that case. Vault doors opening. And this is very interesting. Right there, as we can see, it doesn't look like he's like leaving like the traditional vault. It seems like he's like taking an elevator out, like he's rising up. So you rise up and you see the wasteland for the first time. And it does look beautiful, I have to say. I just want to start walking around in it right now and shooting shit. Beautiful, beautiful. Talk about locations. I don't know what this is called, but I know that it is confirmed that the game is going to be in Boston, because this is a landmark. I'm not sure what it is even. It's some sort of ship, I guess, but this is a landmark, so confirmed. It is in Boston, like I said in other videos. So the possibility it's in Boston means there's going to that whole the whole Android story might, because I think it's something to do with MIT being close by or whatever, and they were really advanced with technology. And Hawken or something, the guy in Fallout 3, he's I'm not going to spoil it, but he's a character and he ends up being an android. And I think I just did spoil it. Anyway. So, but yes, he kind of hints at the Commonwealth. And this is something that might come into play in this game, but we'll have to wait to see. Wow, I noticed this even when I had tired eyes. I look at this guy right here, automatically I think, Mysterious Stranger. Yeah, you heard the noise right there. Mysterious Stranger all the way. Who else could that be? He's looking mysterious. He's got the same get up on, straight up, getting a look at the streets. It's like another point coming up. So right there we have the Brahmin, and so confirmed caravans. We got some sort of radio tower, very reminiscent of the Fallout 3 games. Looks like we have some sort of either Brotherhood or people in power armor. Right here we got a Protectron. Look at that background. Like, that looks cool. Like, I definitely want to, like, if I'm playing right now, I'm looking at that, I'm like, I'm heading over there to see what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm skipping the henchman. Let me see your boss. So Protectron from Robco. So looks a lot different, I would say. Different paint job, and it's kind of like the other ones weren't really. Looks like it's see-through here. The other ones weren't like that. But it looks cool as hell. I don't know what that was. I might not even be able to figure out what that was. Some sort of crab or like a mirelurk or something. I don't know. Ooh. Sorry for rewinding so much, guys. I'm not quick on the play button, but we have a Deathclaw and a freaking busted. That shit is just janked right now. Look at that, man. Jerked. Anyways, we got the Deathclaw rolling up. Pretty intimidating. We got the okay, right here. Awesome. Looks awesome, but I'm going to say one thing right after it's done. That right there looked exactly like the game Rage. What's that? I think I played just the demo of it, but Rage. It's a game, same kind of thing, post-apocalyptic. There's a lot of vehicle combat in it though, but the whole, like I remember fighting the guys in Rage, and it felt like this, like they were coming at you like this really fast and stuff, and this is the problem I have here. I don't know, I'm not a graphic whore. This obviously reminds me of the whole Super Duper Mart thing, but I'm not a graphic whore. But I don't know if this is the best graphics, what I expected. But one thing is the engine looks different, so that means the gameplay is going to be different. And something about Fallout I love is the engine. It's kind of shitty, it's kind of great at the same time. It's like, it's that glitchy charm that I don't think that they probably took out of the game, and I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it as much as the old games. But ooh, we got a iBot. One of my favorite little robots in the game for some reason. Having an iBot by your back, like EED or whatever. I love that little guy. And even these buildings right here really remind me of Rage. Right, that definitely reminds me of like an exact, the first city you are in Rage, I think. The first town or whatever. But beautiful. Look at this. What is going on? I want to find out what the hell's going on there. Looks like Brotherhood or some sort of power armor. I know that this is a landmark right here in Boston. Don't know what it's called. and I don't know, can't even pronounce whatever this place is, but confirm Boston. More landmarks. Ooh. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't notice that before. So this is where the vault entrance is, and I guess this is where you come out, and this is post-apocalyptic. And this is pre, and the kids, yeah, I thought there were kids playing, but they're just people with their suitcases and everything, and they're getting ready to get in the vaults. So, very cool. Oh, and the bombs went off. Get in that vault. If you have signed up for a vault, please make your way to your vault right fucking now. And our doggy, looking at a first close-up of the power armor. Nice little shot of the wasteland. And
let's go, pal.
The main character, if that's the main character, he just talked. And that's a first. In every single Fallout game, the person you play, and even most, I guess, Oblivion, the Bethesda games, like, if you make a character that, if you start a game where there's a character creator, that probably means your character's gonna just be like, you know, a neutral kind of character that doesn't have a voice. You know what I mean? There's no voice actor for it. It's just you choose the dialogue. You know what I mean? Except for the case of something like Mass Effect, where it's a shep, you're a femme shep, or you're a male shep, and same voice for male or female, but you can change. It's just, you know, it's internet. It's interracial. Doesn't really matter. But this makes me think, if the character has a voice and he's going to be voicing the dialogue and things, it makes me think that you're not going to be able to create your own character, like, you know, customize your own character, or at least customize you like, say, make yourself. You couldn't make yourself in this game if that's the case, because then how could they voice it? But this is just me, just, you know, making speculations, whatever. But first time I've ever seen or heard a main character, even like Skyrim or like the old Elder Scrolls games, your character is never voiced by a voice actor. So anyways, very interesting. We're at the end of the trailer. Fallout 4. It's official. We are coming to the end of this episode of Fallout Friday. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're as excited as I am. And E3 is coming up really soon, and we're going to get some more information. So I guess we'll see you next time. Peace.